one person tuning in. We have 2 likes. That's what I'm talking about. So yes, guys, welcome to Testimony Thursdays. Thanks for tuning in, guys. When you come into the chat, make sure you like the video. Um, share the video, leave your comments and stuff. Today, I got my brother um, I'm sorry, Joshua, right? Yes. So I got my brother here. Um, it's crazy how like the Most High work. Me and him really been so close to each other. I think the last time, I want to say when we were in Tonga, he was in Kenya, Mombasa, and Mombasa and Tanzania is maybe 3 hours away from Tonga. So we will always hit each other up and say like, man, how's everything going? We want to come visit this and that. Um, and yeah, and now he's right here on the channel, ready to share his testimonies, guys. So, make sure you like the video, show him some love and stuff. But if you want to, just introduce yourself, let the people know where you're from. Um, when did you get here in Africa? How long you been in here in Africa? Which country you visit and things like that. So, yeah, we can just get started. Yes. Mm, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Uh, can you guys hear him now? Please let me know before we continue. Um, just try to see. Um, Moderator Lisa, can you hear? Please let us know. Please let us know. Shalom, shalom to everyone. Um, let us know if you guys can hear us. I know I have a mic here, but it's glitchy. Of course, look. We in Africa. We in Africa. I'm pretty sure you know Claudia. You came here. You know Africa, but they're saying that they cannot hear you. So I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, try it. You can try your laptop. I just continue with what we had going on today. So you got the link right? Um, yeah. Just go ahead and try your laptop, and we'll continue. Just keep the link that I sent you. Yes, guys. Guys, welcome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you guys can hear me. I got the microphone. I know I talk low and very quiet, but That's why the microphone is right here next to my lips. But yeah, that was my brother. He's gonna redo his technical issues. He's gonna get on the laptop and stuff. But I'll let you guys know what we have been doing today. And after this video, I'm gonna edit a video so you guys can see what we've been doing. Today, man, it was so beautiful. It was so awesome. We actually got on a boat today. I went underwater walking with the fishes. So I felt like, dang, what's that movie? I don't know the movie, but I had a big old helmet on my head. You know, I can breathe through the helmet and everything. And yeah, it was just awesome. Fishes swimming around and stuff like that. You know, the kids, they got on a tube behind the boat. They was in the back enjoying, getting poured by the boat and everything. We ate some good food. We had an awesome time at the beach. Everybody's running on the beach and stuff. So, like I say, I'm gonna edit a video after this video, or after this live, so you guys can see. But if you really want to see behind the scenes in which country that we're in, make sure you join our members only channel, because that's where we tell people where we are and what to expect, you know, in the future, because we're going to be doing some big things. And I hope everybody can really tune in and get to that members only. It's only $7 a month. Hold on, he tried to join again, but yeah, $8 a month. Um, and yeah, it's awesome because this is a beautiful country that we're in. It has a lot of amazing things that's happening here. It's growing so fast. It's actually, for me, you know, for us, we've been here for 4 years, and we visited Zambia. We visited, you know, Zanzibar. We were in Tanzania. That was our base. Um, and we visited Kenya. But for me, this is one of the best African countries so far that I know, because the customer service here, just everything is everything here. They're so nice and everything. They really treat you right and everything. So if you want to know which country that we're in, just make sure you click that link and join our members only. Um, Let me see if he is going to join. Okay. But yeah, we had a long day. Okay, here we go. We had a long day, so that's why the wife is not here with me. She is asleep. She said no, I'm going to sleep. We got home maybe an hour ago, so I've been rushing to try to get this members only things up. Um, and yeah, he is back. Let me know. Say something. See. Okay. Ah, I see. So guys, let me know if you guys can hear him, and we will continue. There's one person. Let me know if you guys can hear him, because I can hear you. I can hear you clearly. I don't know. See, things like this. This tells you that he needs to be heard. He needs to be heard. If people cannot hear him, he needs to be heard. This is just the adversary trying to stop what needs to be done. Still can't hear him. Ah. Okay, how about this? Look, we gonna do this the old-fashioned way. How about this? I'm gonna call you where I'm gonna call you, and then you can speak from there. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna call you and we can go do it like that because this is not gonna be stopped. Yeah, no, they still say they can't hear you. So I'm gonna call you just like yesterday. Yeah, guys, sorry about that, but this is not gonna be stopped. We are right here, and we're gonna continue with this testimony Thursdays, and he is right here. So go ahead. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm here. Let us know if you can hear him, please. Can you hear that? Am I clear? Go ahead. Keep talking. Yeah. So, hopefully I can be heard. Mic check one, yeah, two. You good. You're good. Clear? They hear me? Yep. Okay, cool. So, I'll just start from the beginning. Um, so pretty much, I've been in Africa since 2019. I lived in 5 different countries. Um, Pretty much, I had to me, this has been a spiritual journey from the beginning. I felt led to come here. And now that I'm here and I've been here such a long time, like I was telling a brother last time we talked, it's really taught me how to walk in faith. You know what I'm saying? My name is Nick. My Hebrew family called me Oshua. In 2019, before I came here, I've always, had thoughts of actually, visiting Africa or whatnot. But it's like, I was led here. I was working full time in America. Then I ended up, deciding in 2019 that I wanted something new. So I ended up going to Egypt first. I know some people was probably wondering, like, well, how were you able to take care of yourself for being there that long? Well, I'm a full-time Forex day trader. I've always, been studying and trading, even when I was in America. But, me coming here, it gave me an opportunity to do it, full time. So I ended up, the first country I was in Egypt. I was there for some months. And after that, I ended up going to Ghana, and from Ghana, I was in Ghana for like over a year. Then I went to South Africa for a while. I was in Tanzania for a while. Then I ended up in Kenya. I'm in Kenya. I've been here ever since. When I met the brother, I think I had just left Tanzania because I was going back and forth. And yeah, I was actually in Nairobi. I was planning on moving to Mombasa, but I never actually had a chance to. I've been here in Nairobi the majority of the time. So yeah, it's definitely been an experience, because I've seen a lot of people actually come and go, meaning they pretty much sold a lot of their stuff, came to Africa, but they could not assimilate. You get what I'm saying? And they had to, they live like tourists. And I always tell people, like, if you're going to come here, try to blend in, try to learn the culture, at least learn the basics of the language, try to learn how to shop as a local, learn how to, negotiate prices and things like that. But a lot of our people, they come here and they pretty much just live like, tourists. They live in the expensive areas. They're going to the expensive supermarkets. And, that now they look and their savings are just depleted. So I've experienced a lot and I've seen a lot. I've seen, a lot of people, they had plans of living here long term. Now they're back in America because they didn't, properly assimilate into the culture and into their surroundings. So, the brother, he reached out, he wanted me to come on to share my experiences. And I'm just happy to be here. So, if you have any questions, I'm willing to answer anything. But that was just, my story of how I ended up here. Yes. I know. I'm telling you guys, look, this is what we talk about a lot. Like, it's that your faith increases when you really give it all. Like, you come and say, hey, I'm not going back. Just like he said, he's been to 5 African countries, and that's possible. That's really possible. I know a lot of people say, oh man, it's so difficult in this country. I got to go back and try to make some money and stuff. And like he said, he figured out a way. And one main point, he really started this before he came to Africa. So I'm not sure if you guys know what he, if it, real quick, if you can, could you explain like what you do? Because I know a lot of people they understand what trading is, but could you try to like break it down a little bit?
Sure, sure. So I'm a full-time Forex day trader. I've been learning since over 10 years now. It was just more of a part-time thing when I was in the States. But I've always had like a passion for it. We're pretty much, I trade in the largest financial markets in the world. You trade in currencies, one currency against another. So you're pretty much trading economies. So, to make it in a simplistic form, if I'm trading the euro against the yen or the dollar against the euro, et cetera, et cetera. And I speculate on price movement based on models and, strategies that I was able to develop, throughout my years of studying. So pretty much, it's like having your own business. I work from home. I don't have to clock in. It's all online. Anywhere that I have a laptop and an internet connection, I'm able to, trade and make money in the markets. So one of the perfect jobs of, businesses for a digital nomad or someone who's looking to leave the country, because I know that's one of the biggest questions people have. I mean, even when I first left the country, people were asking me like, hey, they have jobs there? And I'm like, hey, bro, this is Africa. Like, you can't come here with an employee mindset or you're going to be very, very disappointed. You have to come here with an entrepreneur mindset, a business owner mindset, because here it's about being, self-sufficient and independent. So yeah, Forex has blessed me. It's pretty much the only reason I've been able to last this long here, because, like I said, I can't go apply for a job down the road if, things don't work out. So I always tell people, always have some online business or even passive income back in the States. If you decide to come here, like I know some guys like in Tanzania, he has bees in America. So it's all about having some type of passive income with different streams of income if you want to come over here, because it's not easy, like a lot of people over here, they're struggling to, to survive, just to be realistic and honest with you guys. So when you come here, we want to come and contribute to the economy. The only way we can do that is if we have, access to passive income or a skill set that you can do online. I know the brother and his wife, they do marketing and things like that, which is, again, it's one of the digital nomad careers and businesses. So you have to come with that mindset, because until we get, brick and mortar companies or, businesses on the ground here, you're going to have a way to make money online or have some money tied back to America. That's just being honest.
Yeah, man. We probably going to get you on here every week, because we preach that every time. We say you got to have I think the best, I mean, there's no other way to do it, because if you want to come here and work in Africa, your pay is going to be like literally here in Africa. The average monthly salary is no more than $500, and if you're making $1,000 a month, you're living good, and that's just as an African. But for us, we're not used to that, so that's why we always say, have your online business, have money coming in, have passive income, as he was speaking about, to really sustain yourself here, because like the people that's really living good here in Africa, that's from Africa, they're entrepreneurs. So you have to have that entrepreneur mindset. You have to have that entrepreneur spirit, like really. So we try to tell people like this is the way. And what he's talking about right now, Forex trading, that's literally economies, banks trading. Like no matter what is going on in the world, everybody's going to be using money, and that's basically what it is. It's really just using money. I see someone asked a question here for you. They say, "What broker do you use? Also, what trading platform does it use? Because US has been MetaTrader 4 and 5."
Yeah. So the that I use that I don't want to trade, because me being in Africa, I can still use MetaTrader, but I have like two different brokers, main brokers. The one without MetaTrader is Sway Markets, and I'm actually cool with the person who knows the owner, so that's it's legit to me, because I can always reach out to someone who actually know the owner there. So Sway Markets is the one without MT4, MT5. But the one with MT4 is Exodus, which I like it because for me being in Kenya, they have like withdrawals directly to my my M-Pesa, which is the mobile money thing they have here in Africa or in Kenya. So when I want to withdraw like $20, $30 or whatever out my account, it literally hits my account instantly. So I use Exodus for that, and Sway Markets for like more long-term withdrawals or whatever. So to answer that question, that's what I use.
Yeah, and there's a couple questions they're saying. I also trade Forex. Would love to know more about her because that would be the play for me. So just say, guys, if you guys are interested in what he's saying, I'm gonna leave his information down below because he actually teaches people. Actually, he's teaching me right now. So I'm fairly new to it. I don't have. It's not like I make thousands of dollars, but you always need a mentor to teach you how to do things, and this is a guide to do so. If you guys want more information about Forex and more information about trading, just in general, because if you know how to read the charts and stuff, you can really trade anything. You can do crypto, you can do stocks, futures, options, or whatever floats your boat. So, but I'm gonna leave his information down below once this live ends because this is something that our people really need to understand because I tell you what, today where what we was doing, all we saw was European people. Now, I mean, we probably saw a couple, black families and stuff. It was like older, South Africans or Nigerians or Africans with money, put it like that. But all I really saw was Europeans. So they know what to do, and I'm pretty sure they probably trade something to sustain their life. So this is some information to really understand and to just get ahead. Really, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you. I was going to say, like, that's one of my visions. Like, being here in Africa, I realize a lot of our people, they want to leave America. It's just that they don't have, good options as far as how to make passive income. So I've always had, like, a vision of our people. Like, let's say, we have traders, we have marketers, we have, all these different people with great skill sets that they can contribute to the community. And we just pretty much come together, me as a trader, I would love to teach my people a solid models and strategy, for day trading or swing trading, whatever. And, you have, you and your wife, you guys do marketing. So imagine we have a community, it could be on an island or whatnot. It could be Kenya, wherever, South Africa, but just have communities where, everybody that has a skill set, like for me, my Forex skill set, I can manage a communal fund. For example, just theoretically, you can be over to marketing. Now imagine if we all come together on that type of timing and pretty much, combine our skill sets and our knowledge to create a solid community. I wanted to start something where for people that want to come to, to Africa, it would be something where I could manage, like, or have a copy trader where, my account pretty much copies the trades across all the other accounts, like my main account. I'm still working that out, but that's one of my goals because, like I said, I know a lot of people come here and they don't have, good passive income coming in. They just think they sell their house. I know people that sell their homes, their cars, whatever. Then they come here and they don't start a business, and they end up, like I say, having to go back, and then it's even worse because they got to start from complete scratch because they sold everything. So I'm just looking at different alternatives that actually help people, that wanted that help them transition, because coming here is it's a big transition, to be honest with you guys, and you got to have, your finances in order here to really enjoy it. And I'm sure my brother can co-sign that. Like, you really got to be on top of your stuff here. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Yeah, exactly, man. And it's crazy how like that's why we like people that really been here to understand like even if you're down to your last, you're really not down to your last. It's better to be down to your last here in Africa than trying to go back to the States and restart. Um, and that's like if you're here on a continent to your last, that really is going to open your mind up. That's going to help you be more um, like an entrepreneur. So I know for me, just for me, back in 2018, I was landscaping and stuff, so I always had like a mindset to try to have a side hustle and really try to have a business. But coming here to Africa, I really could not go out there and cut grass and weed eat and stuff like that. But I still had that mindset. And once the Most High bless you with that, He's just going to increase it. So whatever that you're doing, whatever that you're good at, whatever your passions is, you have to keep doing it. And I'm pretty sure, like my brother here can attest, because it's not like all good. But once you really understand the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, I tell you that nothing is impossible. So everything is right there at your fingertips, but you just really got to step out on faith and continue to keep doing what the Most High is leading you to do. Like, like time after time, we tell people like, man, this is serious. And just how he was speaking about community, trust me, my brother, um, I want to say he's here on live, Ricky. He's in Zambia, but that's still a community. My brother here, he's in Kenya. That's a community. So we can reach out to each other and be like, hey, what do you need help with? What is it that you're doing? This is what me and my family doing. What is you and your family doing? Maybe we can connect and do something to really help our people come here and be sustainable. So it's always about really trying to do what the Most High is leading us to do because the kingdom is coming. Like really, the kingdom is coming.
Yeah. And to add on to that, even being over here, I want our people to understand, like, if you are planning to relocate to Africa, you have to come with a communal mindset. A lot, and one thing, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, like, because I've been around brothers and sisters from the diaspora who came from America or England, London or the Caribbean, who ended up over here, and the biggest issue I observed was that when we come, to these other countries, we tend to operate as individuals or as a single family. We don't really reach out to each other, and we don't understand the power of the network. When you look at the Chinese, when you look at the Jewish people, when you look at all these other groups, the Arabs, when they relocate to places, they go as collectives, and they have a plan and a strategy. But it's like we leave as individuals from America, and then you'll be at a place like Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, and you got your family, and it's another African American family, probably like 10 minutes away from you, but you don't even know they're there because you haven't found them yet. You guys haven't found each other. There's no network there, so it's a lot of potential. If we were to have some type of network, that's a lot of potential that comes out of it. A lot of good energy. Because like the brother said, I can call him, hey man, I know you and your wife, you guys do the marketing. I'm working on this company. I need to put together this course. And we can help each other. We can both make money in that situation. That's just an example. So it's like when you do decide to come here, definitely reach out to other brothers and sisters from the States, develop a network. Because I get it, man. In America, they brainwashed us to be, toxic individuals, meaning with the whole individualism and the, I'm gonna do me, you do you, that whole capitalist mindset that they instilled in us. And it's like when you come over here, it doesn't benefit you. I mean, you might have to use it in America, because it's a dog-eat-dog world there. But here in Africa, it's more based on communal values and communalism and togetherness, and you thrive more as a community than as an individual here. And that's a lesson I learned from being here, is the value of community. In America, they try to keep us fragmented and divided against each other, shooting and killing each other, because they understand that unity is our strength, then it's over for them. So coming over here, I see it as well, where a lot of people go back because they didn't have the network. They didn't have a brother or sister they can call and say, hey man, I'm down right now. I need a little mutual aid or whatever, and the person looks out for them. And, it's reciprocal. We don't really have that. So whether in America or here, and what I'm saying for you guys is if you're planning on coming here, try to cultivate a mindset of communal values and networking with brothers and sisters, because we're all, in the same boat when you come here. We're all trying to figure out a way to have passive income, feed our families, just learn new things about the countries we're in, explore. So if we can do that together, that's even more of a powerful statement. And that's what I want to say.
Man, hallelujah, hallelujah! Like really, guys, he's speaking some facts. You guys really got to take some notes because this is a good one. Because me and my wife was just talking about this, how like anywhere Africans go, if they're born in Africa, if they go to America, they're gonna have a community of Nigerians in America. Even a country that we are in here, you know, they have a community of Nigerians, a community of South Africans. So the Africans that's born in Africa, they are groomed to that community, and this can really help us. Like we have to pull from each other. Like they're going to pull from us, and we have to pull from them. And this is what the Most High wanted. It's basically the two sticks coming back together. Because I know for us as Black Americans that's born in America, yes, we struggle with community. And once you come here to Africa, you see it, and it's like, man, this is crazy. This is uncomfortable, but you have to get comfortable with it because this is what needs to be done. Like really. Um, there's a quick question that I saw. Um, Question for you: what would you suggest investing in here in Africa?
That's a good question. One thing about Africa, I would say, it's the last frontier. It's like I compare it to the Wild Wild West of the 1800s in America. When everybody was going for the gold rush to California. When pretty much people that were going there back then, they pretty much solidified their wealth and status at the time. And that's how I look at Africa. When you talk about investments here, the door is wide open for everything you can think about. I mean, it's ripe, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's real estate. But one thing I would like to stress that's a great opportunity here is hemp manufacturing. And the hemp is so important to where I'm not talking about marijuana. I'm talking about hemp. So with hemp, it's back in the early 1900s. The United States government pretty much banned it, and they called it the $1 billion plan. And they call it that because hemp itself has over 60,000 different use cases. You know what I'm saying? Over 60,000 different uses. You can make jeans, clothing, shoes. Car bodies. Fuel, makeup. It can replace all plastic products. Paper, all forms of paper. Everything. It replaces everything. So we talk about creating industries because as Black folks from America, I feel like we have a higher calling coming from one of the most powerful nations in the world. We have access to resources and information that we can use over here to really benefit. So that's why I said earlier, when you come here as a business-minded person, as a person with a mindset of owning a business and not trying to be an employee of one. And the reason why I say that is because here, one of my major missions was to create industries, create jobs, and I think hemp was like the major thing that I was looking at, hemp manufacturing, because that alone can create hundreds of thousands, if not millions of jobs here. So as far as investing, you have real estate, you have, agriculture, you have all these different things. And a lot of people, like I know a brother, he has properties here, he makes good money. So real estate it works. You just have to research the country that you're going to and look at, the corruption levels, how real estate works there, how, property ownership works there, because it's different for each country in Africa, sorry. So some countries is, it's based on, the chiefs, they deal with the land, like in Ghana, that's how it is there. Some countries, foreigners can own land, so it's all about researching whatever, a country you're interested in and learning, what the market is like. So that's what I would say. For me, as far as investing, I would look into like agriculture and real estate, and in particular, I would say like hemp. There's a lot of people they're looking into getting properties here, putting them on Airbnbs. There's different things, but again, it's like the door is wide open here. Anything you can think of could make you money here. Like Akon said some years back, he said, any idea that can make you a millionaire in America, it'll make you a billionaire in Africa. And that is the facts, because it's not no competition. It's just opportunity everywhere. So if you can really come, with the right mindset and the right funding, the sky's the limit here. It's definitely the limit. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, like you heard him. Like I say the same thing. Real estate, farming, or hemp, because he just explained that very well. Like people that's been here, they understand. Man, we see real estate. They build so much here. So many buildings and so many like houses being built. The little storefronts, apartments and stuff. Especially the country that we're in, they're just building apartments like crazy to sell to foreigners. So it's like they definitely know Africa is a place to be. Africa always been a place to be. So you really have to know what you're doing. So that's why we say you really have to stand on your 10 toes and continue to step out on faith, continue to trust the Most High, because this is a time for our people to like be here and just thrive. Because man, the Most High is just blowing our minds for sure. I know that. Yeah, go ahead.
Just to add this quickly, just imagine my brothers and sisters that's watching this. How many people are watching now? I can't see.
It's 25 people in the room, 10 likes. So try to get these likes up, guys. We appreciate it. Go ahead.
Okay, so for the people that's watching and listening, just imagine, if you will, like coming from America, when you go to a restaurant, like a high-class restaurant, you're going to see mostly, white people, let's be honest. So one thing that blew my mind here, particularly in Nairobi, is you can go to the nicest area, go to the nicest restaurant in that area, and see a bunch of black people enjoying their food, dressed nice, smelling good, their families. And to me, when you go to a mall and you're walking through that mall and you don't see nothing but black faces, and I'm talking about people that's well off, people that have money, people that have taken care of their families, and they're buying stuff for their families. And like I said, it's just black people. You might see one or two Chinese or Europeans, but overall, it's majority black people. When you see that, it does something to you, man. And I know my brother, I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about as well. But coming from America, that really it really solidified the fact that I don't want to ever go back. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, like really, man, like really, once you make your mind up that you're not going to go back, that's just what it is. Like, that's just really what it is. And you got to just keep doing the right thing and just follow the Most High. Like, really. So, like, guys, if you guys have any more questions for my brother, let me know. Drop it in the comments and I will relay it to him because my phone's about to die. So, like I said, we've been out all day. We rushed back and we're trying to continue to keep up with these Testimony Thursdays. So if you guys got any more questions, let us know. And his information will be down low. And yeah.
And again, like I said, I'm a Forex trader. The brother, he's in my group. I actually give free value, free signals, free trading signals for everybody in my group. So he'll include the link for that as well. I'm just trying to do my part, giving back and helping people, especially people that's trying to break away from depending on the system. That was one of the major reasons why I actually wanted to come. I wanted to prove to myself that I can live without dependence on the system in America, in which I was able to do this far, and it hasn't been easy. I've been here since 2019, so like 4 or 5 years. So it's been an experience, man. It's been a spiritual journey. That's the best way I can describe it. If you want to learn how to walk in faith, leave the comfort of the environment that you know your entire life and go somewhere to learn from scratch. And then you will learn how to walk in faith, because it's been times where, I've seen the Most High's hand literally, just guiding me through the craziest situations here. And when you understand, it just helps you get closer to the Most High. It helps you get closer to Elohim. So being here, that's the biggest lesson for me, is the spiritual maturity that I've attained since being here. And not only that, just opening my eyes, because even being here is opened my knowledge up so much more vast, on a more vast level of what's going on. Because one thing I realized being on the plane and coming here, even flying to Egypt, when I was on that plane, the first thought I had was like, I realized that I wasn't under constant bombardment of programming, whether it's CNN, MSNBC, et cetera, like when you're in America, there's nothing but you're just being programmed from all these different narratives that's not ours 24/7, to follow whatever agenda that they're trying to get us to follow. But when you come here, you're not under that, bombarding, that constant bombarding of programming, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you're actually able to just sit and chill. That's another benefit. The fact that in America, there's no work-life balance. You get what I'm saying? So they'll work you 12 hours. You miss the important moments of your children's lives. You miss important moments with your wife. So it's like you're just a lab rat. You're just on a hamster wheel your entire life. Then your 50s and 60s come. You're like, what have I done? Where here, yes, the people that's struggling, they have more time. I mean, the people with a business that's struggling, they have more time for their families and stuff here. You know what I'm saying? People that, the workers, the workers here, they're not treated as well. They have to do some reforming as far as the job market here. But as far as the entrepreneurs, you have time. You know what I'm saying? You can actually sit, meditate, connect with the creator within, and just get your mind right here. It's like, that's one thing I cannot stress, is the lack of stress. Yeah. And I'm sure my brother understands that too. Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Like he's really dropping some jewels for you guys. Thanks for the super chat, S. Eddie. We appreciate the love. Someone asks, how much does it take to get started in Forex?
For Forex, normally what I tell people is the more you start with, the better, because you're risking small. So I don't have people risk a lot of their accounts. So I only tell people risk 1% of your total equity when you trade. That's why I say the more you start with, the better. Because 1% of $100, do the math. 1% of $1,000, do the math. So your account will grow slower the less you start with. So normally the industry standard is normally between $1,000 to $2,000. That's what they advise you to start with. That's like the industry answer, pretty much. So I'll give you that answer, like $1,000 to $2,000.
Okay, yeah, and I tell you guys this, it just like for me, because I just to be real, I didn't start with $1,000. I started with 150. It just depends on the broker, and yeah, like you can really start with, I say 100 at the least. But like he said, it's going to grow so much slower. So if you're really trying to like make money and stuff like that, it's best to try to have more money into that Forex broker, or just the trading aspect. So yeah, and this is not financial advice. It's not financial advice. Yes. But yeah, if you have to say anything else, somebody said, where do we begin? So I'm gonna drop his information down below, and you can look at his link, get in contact with him. And he's gonna, lead you into the right way, because this is something that our people really need to learn. Like, really, like, I know for me, I always saw it, always looked at it, but I really didn't take it serious until about a year and a half ago, and it just makes sense. You can really start to tell the future, and things of that nature. So I'm gonna leave his information below. And yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, to add on to that, once you understand it, once you have the skill set of trading, it opens up so many doors for you, right? So, and the reason why I say that is because, okay, I have my own group on Telegram. He'll put the link for that as well. And it's also my email address where you can reach me. But in my group, he's in my group, and he can tell you that I've called, good trades. Like even this week, I think I called like 3 good trades, maybe 1 not so good trade. But I be calling good trades. They're giving free value, and the thing is, like, I do it in multiple groups, not just my group. So a guy reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, bro, I see that you're always giving good free value to people. I actually know a company, a prop firm, pretty much, that they want an instructor. They just want you to develop a course, at teaching people why prop firm traders fail. So me, under being in this industry over 10 years." This guy approached me. He's some guy from Texas, and he plugged me in with this company. And the company is pretty much offering me like these crazy opportunities to make money with them. Just teaching as an instructor. You know what I'm saying? So once you learn this skill set and you are able to show other people that you're consistent and that you can trade, you can make money different ways, not just by trading. People will reach out to you just to teach, like to develop a course and teach other people for their company or to teach their workers. You know what I'm saying? I have a friend, he pretty much does a similar thing to me. He's from America, but he moved to Belize with his family. And pretty much in his group, he was given free value. A guy, an ex-football player, reached out to him, and pretty much, he was starting a situation, a broker, and he was the first person he brought on his team, just from him giving free value and having a skill set. So now he's making a lot of money and passive income, just from that opportunity. So, and his family, they left America. They're in Belize, and he's one of my close friends. So, I'm just showing you that once you learn this skill set, it opens up the door for more opportunities to make money outside of just trading, whether it's teaching and showing others. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to say.
Exactly, guys. Man, you guys heard him. This is really behind the scenes, so it's like, wow, man, this could have been behind the scenes. But do you have to say anything before we get off? Just to encourage the people, let them know what's going on here.
Well, as far as here, I want you guys to know, like, if you're planning on coming here, definitely, move on it. Do the research. Ask the right questions. Look up, go on Google and just do it. Really research where you want to go. We got AI now, so you can use ChatGPT, ask questions and things now. But do your research and determine, land, because every country has its own flavor and vibe. Okay, me traveling by 5 different countries, I've learned, like, West Africa. I love West Africa. I love Ghana. I have great friends there. It's just certain. I don't want to talk. I'm not going to talk bad on it. I'm just going to say it's a little slower. It's kind of expensive, and I feel like for it to be as expensive as it is, it's not as developed. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that's my observation of when I was in Ghana. South Africa, it's a very beautiful place, very developed. The real estate there, I feel like, is better in a lot of ways than even American real estate. That's just my opinion. Don't shoot me over it. I'm just telling you how I feel. It's a very beautiful place. The thing about South Africa is it reminds me a lot of America. Violence included. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I was there, I felt like I was in America. Even with the Black South Africans, I was telling them, like, bro, y'all are like our long lost cousins. Like, we're alike in a lot of ways. We have a similar history and struggle. They dealt with apartheid in South Africa. We dealt with Jim Crow and slavery and racism in America. So we have a very common similarity when it comes to history. So I got along just well with them. And even when I was there, the brother, I was telling the brother, like, man, if my people were to get together with your people, like, we would, blend just fine. He's like, yeah. He's like, I know you guys are like our cousins. So we have like, a special relationship with South Africans. It's just, it reminds me too much of America. And I don't think that's a good thing because if it had the infrastructure minus the violence, I would love it. I would probably be there right now. But it has the infrastructure and the violence, because you can own weapons there as well. So, I was in Egypt. It was, a lot of Arabs. I mean, you had the Black Egyptians, but they're kind of marginalized. They don't really talk about that. I love the place. Then I went to Tanzania and Kenya, East Africa. It stole my heart. I can't lie. It's a vibe. I feel like East Africa is the best place for our people to relocate to permanently. That's just my opinion. Don't shoot me for it. But specifically Kenya, and I say Kenya because Tanzania is a beautiful place. But at the same time, if you're not trying to speak fluent Swahili, I wouldn't recommend Tanzania. My brother, he can co-sign that. Yeah. I mean, the language barrier there, it can be kind of difficult sometimes. Like when I went to the restaurant in Dar es Salaam, I'll be like, Nina Taka, Kuku, Nachipsi, Nasoda Maridi, speaking Swahili. And it's like, I really had to open up the book and study. You know what I'm saying? So here in Kenya, everybody, they teach English. I mean, they speak Swahili, but they teach English, in primary school. So even if you're in a village, they're going to know basic English, you know what I'm saying? But in a city like Nairobi, you can pretty much go anywhere. They're going to speak, good English, and they're just good vibe people. There's no violence here. Guns are illegal. You can't be caught with a gun here. So, and I prefer that. I don't want to be around places where guns are legal. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I've been in South Africa. I saw how it was there. I'm from America. I see how it is there. And there's a difference in countries that guns aren't legal. You know what I'm saying? So as far as peace, I prefer this place. The language, I prefer this place. Infrastructure, I prefer, Kenya for us. The social life, the nightlife, all those things, it's amazing. Nairobi is a vibe. You have Mombasa, beautiful beaches. They got the safaris. You can see the lions, the elephants. I mean, I got stories for days, man. Like, it's a vibe, man. East Africa is a vibe. So for our people, if you're really considering coming here, I would definitely recommend you look into Kenya and Nairobi. And I'll show my brother. I'm let him, do where he at. I'm not gonna speak on that because he's at a great place too. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Hallelujah, man. Thanks for coming to the channel, man. And definitely, we're gonna be talking. If you don't mind, just stay on the phone, and I'm gonna finish this up, and then we can chop it up before you get off.
For sure. No problem.
Yeah, guys, man, you guys heard him. Like, man, like really, if you guys just tuning in, make sure you just rewind the video because this live, this Testimony Thursdays, he really just dropped a lot of jewels. Like, this is like behind the scenes. This is why we started this, to really get people's opinion. And it kind of, for me, like, it's the same opinion. Once you really be here in Africa, it's like you talking to yourself in the mirror. Like, I literally can say that, man, everything that he's saying is true. Everything that we say is true. And we know the truth because it's so far, like what's happening now, everybody's getting so far away from the truth. So you really have to seek the truth and know the truth and stand on the truth. So, man, that's pretty much all because the phone's about to die, and I just want to continue this and just hurry up. But thanks for tuning in. Shalom, family. Mama Judith, I see you. Shalom, shalom. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, make sure you like the video, share, leave your comments if you're watching this later. We appreciate you guys, and we see you next week on next Testimony Thursday. So if you're interested, if you're here in Africa for over a year, I'll say a year and a half, um, hit us up, email us at journeywithus4u. That's journey with us, the number 4 and the letter U at gmail.com. I'm going to leave my brother's information below so you guys can hit him up because this is a great opportunity for our people to learn this skill set to sustain themselves, especially if you're very interested in moving to Africa. This is something that you can really do. If you can really make $2,000 a month with this, you will be good. I'm telling you. I'm telling you that $2,000 a month here is like you make $10,000, $20,000 in the States. So You know, I hope you guys enjoy the content. And yeah, we will talk to you the next one. Shalom. I'll tell my wife, everybody tuned in. I'll tell every single person that tuned in. I'm gonna say, hey, this person said this person said that, this person said this. So I'm gonna wake her up and tell her. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Shalom, shalom. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night.